Hey guys, Gubsy here. Now the Premier League is only a couple of weeks away, which means that most clubs have released their new kit for the upcoming season. So let's rank them. So in 20th place we have Sheffield United because for some reason they haven't actually released a new kit yet. So thanks for that, Sheffield United. So you're going straight last. Now on to 19th spot we have got Luton. Now no hate to Luton, but most likely going to get relegated, but the kit's just not very good. You know, the orange doesn't look very nice. I just never really a big fan of orange kits, and the white down the side of it just looks really poor. The sponsor's stupid, and overall the kit's just really poor, and it's a kit that definitely will be seeing them getting relegated. So 19th spot is Luton. 18th spot we have got Nottingham Forest. Now again, they've got no sponsor in a new kit yet, and it's just bland as anything. It's just red with their badge on it and a white collar. That's it, and it's just so boring. So 18th spot is Nottingham Forest. Now onto 17th spot we've got Burnley. Now this kit is again pretty boring. The sponsor is massive, but it's a kit that just screams relegation. Now I don't think Burnley will actually get relegated though, but it's just a kit that you look at it and you're like, that's a kit that you're going to get relegated in. So they probably won't, because they're playing pretty nice football under Vincent Kompany. But yeah, it's just the collar is pretty. It looks alright, the collar, but overall it's just a really boring kit again. The sponsor's really big, and it's just boring. So yeah, 17th spot is Burnley. In 16th place we have got West Ham. Now I feel like I'm a little bit harsh on West Ham here, but again it's just the exact same kit as the Burnley kit, just without a collar. But I have to admit, what I didn't see at first when I was kind of ranking these, and I've just seen it now, is they've got outlines of bubbles on the kit, which actually looks pretty nice. So maybe it would have put it in a little bit higher, but overall it's just really boring. The arms are really random, and the sponsor's massive. So yeah, so in 16th spot we've got West Ham. In 15th we have got Brentford. Now this kit, they're going to be wearing it for 2 years, which I feel very sorry for the Brentford fans because of that, because it is rubbish. I just don't like the black at all. I think the black ruins it, and I feel like they should have just changed the black to red. Which of course if they did do that though, it would have looked exactly the same as what it was last season. But it's just so boring, and the sponsor's massive, but I just don't like the black at all, and I just think it looks really rubbish. So in 15th spot we've got Brentford. In 14th place we've got Liverpool. Now this kit again is just so boring. Now I understand Liverpool can't do too much with their kits, they're just red. And they've definitely had a few kits that I've actually liked, but this season's kit I don't know why, I just don't like it. I look at it and I'm just like, nah, it's not for me. It's just really boring. It's basically the Nottingham Forest kit with a Liverpool badge on it and sponsors. That's all it is. And I mean, the collar doesn't look bad, and I'm sure that it'll probably be a kit that will grow on me throughout the season, but right now it's in 14th. On to 13th place, and just travelling down the road from Liverpool, and we have got Everton. Now, it's not the worst kit in the world, but it's Everton. The massive stake sponsor just completely ruins the kit. The collar's not too bad, but then again, I'm not really the biggest fan of collars on kits. The arms look alright, and overall it's not a terrible kit, but again, the sponsor just completely ruined it. Now on to 12th spot we've got Wolves. Now this kit is again pretty bland, and Wolves, they can't do much. I do like the colour of the Wolves kit. It doesn't look too bad. It's definitely one of the colours that is a very unique colour to a team, so you know, when you see that colour of a kit, you kind of always get reminded of Wolves. The sponsor is not too bad, it's not too big, it's not too small, and overall it's actually quite a nice kit. I like the collar as well, as it being black, it kind of matches the badge and the sponsor. So overall, in 12th spot we have got Wolves. In 11th is Crystal Palace. Now this kit, when I first saw it, I hated it. It just screams Sky Sports United, not Crystal Palace. But when I look at it again, I'm taking a closer look, and I can see the patterns on the kit, and it actually looks quite nice. But I've never really been a fan of half and half kits. I just think they're a little bit like half and half scarves, where, you know, just pick a colour and stick with it. I understand Palace, you know, they have to integrate the blue and the red, but I think it being in the half and half form just does not look good. And for me, that's why it's only in 11th. Now on to 10th spot, we've got Tottenham. Now, unfortunately, Tottenham again are another team that can't really do too much with their home shirts because they just wear white. But I think this season they've done pretty well. I think it's pretty standard, but they've also got a few patterns on there to make it pop a little bit more. The sponsor's massive, and I think they really do need to get a new sponsor. I just think it being red just does not look good. You know, no Tottenham shirt should have red anywhere near it, to be honest with you. Overall, if you take away the sponsor, it's actually quite a clean kit. But again, it's white, you can't do too much with a white kit. Now, on to 9th spot is actually another white kit, and the only other white kit in the Premier League, and that is Fulham. Now, I think this kit's definitely better than the Tottenham kit. I just think the sponsor goes really well with the kit, and also one arm being red and the other arm being white is just adds a little bit more uniqueness to the kit. And I think overall it makes it look pretty nice. You know, the arm matches with a badge, and I think the colours just look nice. To be fair, I do think they'll get relegated in this kit, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter right now, because all we're doing is ranking the kits, and overall I think it's a pretty nice kit. Now, on to 8th spot, we've got Manchester United. Now, maybe I've been a little bit harsh on this kit. I think the more I look at it, the more I like it. The pattern on it, which I think is roses, I could be completely wrong on that. You know, I probably should have done a bit more research. But it's overall is a very nice kit. The collar looks pretty nice, and the badge and the sponsor. Overall, it's just clean. But it's in 8th spot, so fuck you, Manchester United. Into 7th spot now, Chelsea qualified for the Conference League, which they couldn't even do last season. But the kit is pretty nice. It doesn't have a sponsor, so it's a little bit harder to rank. But I feel like once they get the sponsor, I feel like it's definitely a kit that I will like. So that's why I've ranked it so high. I like the uniqueness with the badge, and I just think it looks pretty nice. Now, I was watching them in pre-season, and the kit does look a little bit on the cheap side. It kind of just looks like a kit you'll buy in Turkey for like £5, like a fake knockoff. But to be fair, the more I look at it, the more I actually start to like it. So 7th spot is Chelsea. 6th spot, and we have got Bournemouth. Now, this kit I really like. I just think it looks really clean. The black and the red goes really well with the badge. The sponsor is a little bit big, and I think the yellow does kind of ruin it with the sponsor. And the black is definitely a little bit more overpowering than it should be. I think Bournemouth, the red should be more overpowering than the black. But that doesn't really matter. It doesn't really stop it from being a clean kit, and that's why it's in 6th spot. On to 5th spot, and we've got Brighton. Now, when I first saw this kit, I did not like it. But I'm looking at it now, and I actually really like it. The sponsor look definitely doesn't pop out. So when you look at the kit, the first thing you notice is definitely not the sponsor. I think I really like the kit. I just like the blue and the white stripes with the American Express sponsor in the middle of it. And overall, again, a very clean kit from Brighton. 4th spot, Champions League qualification, which they could potentially do next season. I highly doubt it, but you never know. Emery's cooking. We've got Aston Villa. Now, this kit, I just like. I think the pattern on it is really good. They're debuting their new badge, which for me, I really like their new badge. When I first saw it, I was like, what the hell is that? But now, I think it actually looks really good. The sponsor on the side of the kit, or the sponsor on the arms aren't amazing, and the sponsor overall looks a bit crap and definitely ruins the kit. I think if they got a better sponsor, this kit definitely could have been a little bit higher. So yeah, the Villa kit for me is definitely one of my favourites this season. So they go straight into 4th spot. Into 3rd place now, definitely one of the best kits of the season, and that is Newcastle. I just think you look at the kit and it screams Newcastle. The black and the white, all you need. Bog standard Newcastle kit, but that's what I like about it. The sponsor goes so well with the kit as well. Probably would have been slightly higher as well, but the arm sponsor, with it being bright yellow, I think just puts it down a little bit. I just think that'll be very noticeable on the pitch, and I think that's what ruins it. But overall, the kit, I look at it and I'm like, yes, that's what a kit should be, and that's a great kit from Newcastle. So well done, Newcastle. 2nd spot, we have my team, Arsenal. Now, when I first saw this kit, when it got leaked, I was a little worried, but I've since bought the kit and now own it, and I think it's definitely one of the better kits in Europe, let alone the Premier League. I think the sponsors, Emirates is always, it's a classic sponsor. It looks amazing, and the gold looks good, but it's not first because of the gold, and we didn't win anything last year, so realistically the gold means nothing. And I think they may even design this kit thinking we may have won something last year and we didn't. So for me, that's what pushes it down from not being first. It's just that there's too much gold in it for nothing. Now hopefully next season we can win something with it, fingers crossed. But yeah, it's a good kit, well, very good kit, but I just think there's a little bit too much gold on there to be first. Now, 1st place, and definitely the best kit for me, in my opinion, is Manchester City. Now, I hate saying this, fuck City, but their kit is just so clean, and they're so good at making home shirts. Season after season, their kits are just so clean. The colour they use, light blue, it's just, you know, it's a great colour. The sponsor looks great, it goes with the kit so well. The collar looks so nice, the pattern on it's just overall definitely the nicest kit of the upcoming season. Anyway, that was my rankings of the kit. Feel free to slate me in the comments because I know my opinion is going to be different to yours. But anyway, thank you for watching and subscribe.